So, what shall we introduce next? We will discuss how to modify our hello packets and the timing of our update packets. All right, students? Firstly, how do we modify our EIGRP's hello packets and the timing of our update packets? By default, students, we can teach you this command line we've mentioned before. If we directly go to show running config to look at our device's configuration, we will find that many commands are not visible in this device concerning some of our hidden commands. For instance, you simply cannot see the EIGRP hello packet timing, and what follows, can you? So, if you want to see these hidden contents, you need to add an all type in all, show running config all, then you can see all hidden content, right? But if you go directly to show, going directly to show presents a lot of content, you won't find what you're looking for. We can do this through the command line by using the pipe symbol to filter. I only see lines that include a specific field, only view the content excluding certain fields, and also those that include a certain part, that include this field. This part of the content can be seen, for instance, I use section, I only see the command lines for my interface 0. I only look at my 0 interface part. All the hidden configuration command lines enter, right? Then all configurations of the 0 interface on R1 will come up. Many hidden configurations. Did you students see? All are the command line configurations of our R1's G00 interface. Configurations of G00. So many hidden. For instance, let's look for EIGRP mine. Then it becomes embarrassing, so embarrassing. None show running config all. Like this, section EIGRP, look at all our EIGRP configurations. Apparently, none. This command line is rather completely hidden in this iOS darn. This command line is too completely hidden, or did I miss it because my eyes were blurry? Is there an IP hello interval EIGRP command? It's been hidden away. Looks like it's gone. Alright, let's discuss directly, since we can't show it. This command line is too completely hidden. Hidden within the hidden, can't find it anymore. Let's modify the hello time and hold time of EIGRP. The default is every 5 seconds. It sends once every 5 seconds. If a hello packet is not received within 15 seconds, it disconnects the neighbor relationship. Then we can change. For instance, on the RE side. It's important to note that EIGRP's hello time and hold time are specific to our ports, can only be modified at our interface. We change it at the interface level, not in the EIGRP process. It's changed in our interface, changed within the interface, called IP, hello interval. Our interfaces, we send hello. The period for sending hello packets. We modify the hello time for EIGRP packets, adjusting the hello time for EIGRP packets. Take note, students. Don't think that by changing the hello time on this interface, you've changed everything about all protocols on this interface. That's not the case. We only modified the EIGRP hello time. So, you see, regarding EIGRP, on one device, we can run multiple EIGRP processes. For example, EIGRP 90, press a question mark, what is the interval of each hello time we send? This period of time, how many seconds? The default is to send a hello packet every 5 seconds. For instance, I change it. to send a hello packet every 2 seconds. What comes after? After that is after that. We have nothing. After that, there's nothing. Just this modification of hello time, changing the RE's 0 interface. Specifically for EIGRP's hello time, we send a hello packet every how many seconds? After the time? After the IP interval hold time EIGRP, that is, after how many seconds, right? Seconds before the neighbor is considered done. After how many seconds without a hello packet, we'll disconnect the relationship. How many seconds, for instance, change to 10 seconds? We've changed the R1's 0 interface to send a hello packet every 2 seconds. Hold time of 10 seconds. Let's go. Now, let's see. On the RE side, how do we view our modified configuration? Then this topic becomes more complex. Show IP EIGRP neighbors to see the neighbor table. What do we look at? Look at the interface, add something. We can follow up with our interface. For instance, gigabit Ethernet. Look at what? Look at our G00 interface. Enter. These things. You find something wrong, teacher. Why can't I see the EIGRP hello time? Don't look at anything. This table is too complicated. Look at what? Show IP EIGRP interface detail. Look at some detailed information of our EIGRP interface. Let's go. Look at the details of the EIGRP interface. Look at what? Hello interval is 2. Hold time is 10. What level? Splitting. How to talk about it later? It doesn't matter. What do we look at now? Of course, below it will include our loopback 0 interface. What hello time? Hold time. It will be included our every interface, its current EIGRP interface parameters. We show IP EIGRP neighbor. After modification, at this time R1 should every 2 seconds you see. 29:33 seconds R1 sends a hello packet. Zoom in 29:20 seconds, 22 seconds. R1 sends a hello packet. Sent one at 24 seconds. Sent one at 26 seconds. Then we 29 seconds, 31 seconds, 33 seconds, 35 seconds, 37 seconds, every 2 seconds. Now our R1 will send a hello packet. Then the hold time, 10 seconds. That is, continuously for 10 seconds. If we don't receive hello packets from R2, we'll disconnect the relationship, but it will be different here. Why? Have you noticed? Didn't we say that if it's over 10 seconds without receiving a hello packet, we disconnect? How come it's more than 10 seconds? Seems like it's still the default. 15 seconds, I clearly changed it. You see, after 10 seconds, over 10 seconds, the result becomes 15 seconds. It's not right now for R1. It's still over 15 seconds without receiving R2C. Hello packet. 15 seconds without a hello packet. We will disconnect the relationship. There's a problem. Wasn't it said to be 10 seconds? Students, be careful. Pay a little attention. Let me tell you the hello packet time is here. We'll change it. How to modify the hello time. Then go to interface 0. 0, enter the interface. Then IP hello interval. Then add the EIGRP as number. Then add 2 to the EIGRP as number. We change it to, for example, a few seconds. For instance, hello time, for example. Changing it to say 2 seconds, for example, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, right? Then change the EIGRP hello time of the interface to every 2 seconds. Okay, then another IP hold time, EIGRP, how many? AS flush it all. Students, taking notes might look a bit better. Then what changes? Hold times. For example, 10 seconds. Pay attention to its explanation. It tells the neighbor how long without receiving its own hello packet to disconnect from its neighbor. Students, pay a bit of attention here. The change in hello time affects our own interface's hello time. I send a hello packet. Every how many seconds send a hello packet. But the hold time is different. The hold time is telling my neighbor how many seconds without receiving my own hello packet to disconnect my neighbor relationship. What am I doing? Telling my neighbor. How long without receiving my hello packet to disconnect the neighbor relationship. We see what's included in the hello packet. Look, the EIGRP hello packet. Sequence number. ACAK, currently all are 0. Then AS number. We must be the same as 90, everyone's routers are AS90. Then parameters plus what hello time R1 tells R2 in the hello packet. Then my hold time is 10 seconds. It tells my neighbor, my hold time let my neighbor know. Now it's a maximum of 10 seconds. Students, it tells my neighbor how many seconds without receiving our own hello packet to disconnect our relationship. So everyone can understand why we take a battlefield sentiment, like we are good brothers. What's our oath between us? Like we R1 are going to the battlefield. R1 is going to the battlefield. So wait for me. 2 years later, what returning victorious from battle? What do? We go drinking together, just set a flag. Students, do you understand my meaning? It's quite resolute, telling our neighbor router how much time. If they don't receive my message, then I'm gone. It's very, how should I say, very heroic, right? Very grandly saying, if after 2 years you still haven't received my message, then please forget me, right? Just such a story, just like that story, students, okay? This later time is telling our neighbor, then after how much time? Without receiving its own hello packet, disconnect the neighbor relationship. It's as if we're actively telling the other side, it's as if we are iron buddies, right? If for a long time you don't receive my messages, just forget about me. It's kind of, how should I say, this type of design is different from our future OSPF protocol. Right, exactly. You can't do this. If the time set after is shorter than the hello time, you can't do this. Why is that? Since it's been mentioned, I'll use this example. I want to try it, right? If we do this for R1, I do this on the 0 interface IP, hello interval EIGRP 90. Then I, R1, every 10 seconds, send a hello packet. But I tell R2, if you don't receive my hello packet within 5 seconds, disconnect our relationship. This design of the timing is actually our router, proactively telling the other side how long without sending hello packets. Then disconnect the neighbor relationship. It's quite decisive, or rather, quite generous. The feeling of generously embracing death. The feeling of going to the battlefield. How long without receiving one's own message, then disconnect. Just forget about me. It's somewhat. This is a sad story. So OSPF will be different later. Our EIGRP, thereafter, is quite special. It tells the neighbor this time, it's not about changing our own interface time. Look, now there's a problem. Then we tell R2. I tell my brother, tell him, if you don't receive my hello packet within 5 seconds, let R2 proactively disconnect our neighbor relationship. Tell R2 if 5 seconds pass without receiving my hello packet. Proactively disconnect our neighbor relationship. Then, but we find for R1, he now sends a hello packet every 10 seconds. So we find the neighbor. Relationship is constantly flipping. It comes up again, and then it drops again. Why? Because right now, let's say we've established a good neighbor relationship. R2 we've received. R1's hello packet. R2 has established a good neighbor relationship. But for R2, as long as 5 seconds pass without receiving the other's hello packet, it disconnects, resulting in every 10 seconds. We do what? We find that after more than 5 seconds, we don't have a neighbor relationship. We don't receive a hello packet. R2 proactively disconnects from R1. But after a while, R2 receives a hello packet again, establishes a neighbor relationship. Then, after the time passes without receiving a hello packet, disconnects the neighbor relationship, and then receives a hello packet, establishes a neighbor relationship. So at this time, you will find the neighbor keeps flipping our R1, and R2 neighbor relationship is constantly flipping. It's because of this. Hello time, the unreasonable hold time causing this. Students, so be very careful when configuring, because the hold time tells your neighbor how long without receiving a hello packet to disconnect your neighbor relationship. So that design, when you configure, do not configure hello time longer than hold time. It causes neighbor flipping, students. Definitely pay attention to this. Definitely pay attention. This is our configuration of hello time and hold time. Change it back. Otherwise, the neighbor keeps flipping and it's annoying. Remove the IP hello interval by pressing 90. Remove the IP hold time by pressing 90. Restore it. Reset it. Let's get the neighbors back up. Students, the hello time and hold time must be carefully considered as they maintain and suggest our neighbor relationships. It's a crucial parameter. It must be considered carefully. After all, it's our hello packet. We look at it to build neighbors, and we look at it to maintain neighbors. So this parameter must not be tampered with carelessly. So we'll make as few changes as possible, like a hello packet every second, and a hold time of 2 seconds. We might do that. That's our parameter. Any questions, students, about this hello packet and the hello time and hold time? Any questions? The design of this hold time is quite special. You might need to chew on the words a bit. What is this hold time used for? It's quite special. It's like going to die gloriously. Okay, students, any other questions? About today's knowledge points, that's all for the first half of the course. Let's take a break before the class. So let's take a pre-class break. Students, take a break. Take a 10-minute break. Look at the time. It's now 8:18. We'll break until 8:28. Around 8:30. We'll continue with the class. Take a 10 or 12-minute break, all right?